Hello and welcome to another video. And this time I'm going to be talking about if the recent ban about the tank Sisita character, this one right here, is still worth getting here on the late game. Because as you can see, I'm already level 200, and on the Realm of Shadows I'm basically around like stage 30 or 30 something on most of the Supreme ones. So yeah, it is basically late game, and we all know that the game is literally getting no new content. It's just, reusing models, reusing existing characters. That is not bad for me, but for a lot of characters that is already bad, like this character is already reused. And, you know, this game is probably gonna make it just to the end of the year and that's it. So, answering the question, is this Sisita worth it for people that never got her and people that already has her? My answer in short will be yes. As you can see here, my Shizu is 5 stars with arc light at 2 stars. And as you can see here, she is really close to the last star with the last upgrade. But first off, for the people that do not have her, if you have a strong or very inclined magical damage team, like you're using this kind of mages, like Solution, like Entoma, like Big Team for example, like the Halloween Momon, or you're using things like this Idol Shelter for example, yeah, it is worth it because this Shizu increases a ton your magical damage. Not only because of the passive will also increase the attack and damage by 12% for one round of, and that can be stacked up 2 times, but also because her ultimate makes the enemies take 20% more damage, and her captain skill lowers the enemy magical defense while increasing your team magical defense. So she will be really good for any magical damage team. Also is really good for speedy teams like the ones that had this session on the team, the ones that have characters like this Hamuski on the team, or just characters that have a lot of movement, or through mirror manipulation, like for example Nigredo or the Mage Solution. So yeah, for that team is really good as well because she has S on speed, and even if she is not gonna be able to help you with her, increased damage against the targets using magical damage, she might still help you because she can taunt via the basic attack. She can also taunt with her passive skill on the ultimate. Not the passive skill, but like one of the passive effects of the ultimate. She can also taunt the enemy, and her exclusive arc light gives her a ton of upgrades. Gives her a ton of defense, a ton of effect precision, like 60% effect precision for one round on my case, and a chance that all the effects of the supplies can be evaluated to trigger at once. So you can have a shield, an increase on damage, and as well as a debuff purified at the same time. So it's really good, yeah, I will say so. Try to get this character if you don't have it, and at least get it to 4 stars with this upgrade right here. So your Shizu is going to be able to tank even more damage. If you already have the character and thinking if you should get her to 5 stars or even 6 stars, yeah, get her, because she's going to be basically one of your main tanks on almost all the meta compositions. And even if you don't like her and you're like more of a fan of, like, for example, tank Kokyutos or Shaltiar in the Valkyrie armor, or even Albedo, you still are going to be making good use of that Shizu because there's some really good combos of characters or compositions in which you can just put Shizu in the team, and once you put Shizu on the team with the with the correct composition, like for example Big Team, you can make her advantage, that is throwing the ultimate for free at the start of the game, do a ton of damage. And you can combine that with, for example, Hamuske, the robot version, and then you can combine that with, for example, Ain's negative burst or negative cast skill, and you can delete entire teams in 2 rounds, 3 rounds on multiplayer. If you go to things like the campaign, the expedition, or things like that, you're gonna be able to do a ton of damage. And even on, for example, the Realm of Shadows, is going to be incredibly good to protect your team and help you both in the defense and the offense. So for me, it's a yes. It is absolutely worth to get this Shizu, even if you're already in the late game and you don't have her. And if you already have her, boost her, get her to 5 stars, 4 stars, the bare minimum 4 stars. 5 stars is already good, 6 stars if you're gonna be constantly using her, as one of your main tanks and things like that. And the arc light, I will tell you, at least get it to 1 star, just to have the exclusive arc light. But if you already have the resources and your character, your Shizu is like 5 stars, then try to get the arc light. And now, if the possible people that might have seen this has any doubts if she's worth it or not, I'm gonna be going here into the arena and showing you some replays where I used that she's in different teams and compositions against the characters or the enemies that I found here, and you're gonna be seeing how she performs. And just for you to know, I'm gonna be using exactly this Sisita, this Shizu with the exact same stats, the exact same combat power levels and everything. So you're gonna be seeing her at 42k combat power and no more or no less. I know people on the late game already have her like 50k, 60k and so. Like for example the pay to wins already have her 70k, but you're gonna be able to see that even at 40k she's still really good. So with nothing else to say, I'm gonna put the combats right now and yeah, enjoy.